YouTube, Mr. Halo Freak here, once again back with World of Warcraft, and yeah, we're gonna be carrying on where we left off last time. So it seems that we have a new quest that's popped up from Admiral Odysseus. Odysseus? I assume that's how it's pronounced. And yeah. According to the plans, the traitor and the leader of the goblins, Gizel, to meet at a cove on the western island. I need you to be at that meeting, Terralius. Remember the tree and leaves? You're gonna wear them. It's a perfect disguise. Go to the cove and look for an Arga flag. If the flag is there, it means a meeting is planned. Use the disguise kit when you see the flag and wait. Eventually the traitor will show up. Let the meeting finish, and then return to me with the identity of the scoundrel. Ooh, so very interesting. We're gonna be going and putting on this disguise, the tree disguise kit, to try and find this thing. So yeah. But first, we have a few quests to be doing. Obviously, if you find these boring, I can have a little go at editing because but I really don't have a clue and as to all that fancy stuff. But yeah, I can have a go at editing, see if I can cut out some of the parts that may be found boring. And I've got myself a nice cup of tea here, just ready for recording. So yeah, there's been quite a lot in the news recently. Germany won the World Cup, and believe me, I don't watch football. So to be honest, I don't really know. But good on you, Germany. And I know what was it now? A lot of people were rooting for Germany. I mean, sure, their own countries got taken out, so it seems Germany was the best pick for most people. Oh, and a shiny seashell. Try and say that fast. A shiny seashell. I bet that'll get. So yeah. I hope you're all doing fine, and I'm hoping that I can get into the pattern of recording these more often, like I probably said last video. Hate to be repeating myself, but yeah. Hey ho. Can't be avoided. I apologise if you hear any background noise, as I did try and shut the doors, and it's not really like I can keep my family out, as first off, I don't own a house. Second off, I don't even have my own room. Yes, oh well. So yeah, that's that. So I sincerely apologise if you hear any background noise and if it ruins your viewing experience. Right. Oh, and it seems we picked up a rune-covered tablet, as it was. Oh, and we've also managed to aggro a mob. So this tablet, you cannot make out any of the symbols on the tablet. Perhaps the priestess would be able to decipher the mysterious rune. So we'll take that back to that priestess soon. And yeah, just after we've continued on with our killing spree. So I'm averaging about a 24 FPS right now, which isn't that bad. I'm just gonna get a sip of my tea. Tell you what, I've only met a few people that don't actually like tea. Oh, and that's another siren down. So yeah, Germany won the World Cup and all that good stuff. And yeah, good for you, good on you, Germany, good on you. But I know, oh, who was it now? Vitawe? He streaked or something. Like that at the last game, and not sure what he was hoping to accomplish there. But yeah. I mean, honestly, though, you gotta give the man some credit. You gotta have some balls to run out, and I mean, as far as I'm aware, those who cause trouble can have their passports taken off them or something like that. I don't really know. So, yeah. Recent, well, there's not been much going on in my life. Just getting a lot more bored as I've got more free time. School's still on, all that good stuff. Oh, here's something in local news. The school I go to, they are still building an extension and it's not going to be done on time, so that means my mother and my father have to put up with my little brother for another 2 weeks, and I really do feel sorry for them. I mean, he's not the neat. How do I say this nicely? He's a bit of a twit. Yeah, that's as nicely as I can really put it. He's a twit. But he isn't feeling well, so I shall leave him upstairs to have a lie down and not really complain because he's out of the way and not annoying me. If you're wondering why I'm taking some breaks in between my speeches, because I'm actually tired for once. I'm not sure whether it's because I'm used to getting output from people when I'm talking, but I shall persevere for the sake of YouTube. Yeah. Well, I haven't even started the timer. Great. Oh well. If this video is a bit shorter or a bit longer, then usual, you have me to blame. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. So yeah. So I'm going to probably get a few new games, and once my friend gets connected to the internet, I might do a few series with him. Saying that, once my other friend gets back from, I think he's in Wales, yeah. I might get him to do some TF2 with me. Oh, goodness. Yeah. So, yeah. Hopefully there will be more than just me talking constantly. But every channel's got to start from something. Even with my 10 subscribers, I think I'm at. Oh, what do I even know? Oh, I bet I can become. Oh, I'm so famous with my 10 subscribers. But yeah, nice sip of my tea. Ooh. If you're wondering what tea I'm having, it's nothing fancy. It's just It's just essentially. I think it was. Oh, what was it now? It was a. Oh, I forget. Well, it's just something basic like PG tips or something. Something with a T. And we're being attacked, let's just freeze them and run away. So yeah, I'm not sure if I talked about this last episode, but or if I've talked about it yet, but so in World of Warcraft, there is tons of things where people to do, including doing dungeons, which we unlock at level 15, which we are not that far away from, about 7 levels. And yeah, I've been thinking about possibly going through a few of the dungeons that I may have missed. I'm just trying to get a few of them done. I mean, most of them I've done. I mean, the only ones I'm missing really are Anchorage, Dynamo, for the classic ones. That portal opening, Steam Vault, Shattered Hordes, Mechana, Alcatraz, the Magister's Terrace. If you don't know what the Alcatraz is, it's a little ode to. Oh, it seems we've came in. Oh, and we're somewhere we're not supposed to be yet. So we'll run around the island and get to where we're supposed to be. So the Alcatraz is essentially a prison in World of Warcraft. If I still remember, a Drana prison, as seems to be most of the dungeons. And yeah, it's a little ode to, it's a little reference to the actual prison Alcatraz. And we're at the Naga flag, so let's transform into a tree. That's a fairly detailed tree, mind you. And it's Engineer Spark Overgrind. Is he the traitor? I bloody hope so. What's the big idea, Spark? Why do you call this meeting? What's the big idea? You knew I'd be my car, you idiot. I told you to put the compass somewhere on the navigation map somewhere safe. Not out in the open for any fuel to discover. Master has gone to great lengths to secure information about the whereabouts of the Exodar. He could have blown the entire operation, including the cover of our spy on the inside. Relax, Spark. I have it all under control. We'll strip mine the Exodar right out from under him, making both you and I very rich in the process. Relax. Do you know what suffering? Do you know what Kevlas does to? Or does it fail him, Gizzle? Eternal suffering and pain. Do not screw this up, fool. Our Budmus scouts have located the contact. The fool Valen will soon leave himself open and defenseless long enough for you or for us to strike. Now, before I get out of my sight before I vaporize you. Yes, sir. It won't happen again. Oh, and it seems that engineer Spark Overground is the traitor. So we now know who the traitor is, and whilst we're on the way back, we'll just quickly go do this night. Go kill a few infected Night Saber runs before we report back. Yeah. So I've also been thinking Dragon Age. I've played both Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2, along with the DLC Awakening for Dragon Age Origins, but that was obviously all on my Xbox, and I plan to hopefully get it for my PC, or get Mass Effect, of course, because yeah, I'd obviously want to do Mass Effect, as I love RPGs. I mean, wow. And yeah, so either Mass Effect or Dragon Age I'll be getting, so hopefully soon you will see some new content that isn't just World of Warcraft, that, as I can tell you, even for me this gets boring, and I know on my main I have played for about and we're under attack for about 100 and something days. Yeah. So obviously this game lives up to its reputation as addicting, and flashy blue lights going past my house. I wonder if that is the police. Oh well, I've done nothing wrong, so they won't be coming for me, I hope. Or have I? No, I don't do any criminal activities. I'm not a ruffian. So, yeah. If any of you have any topics you wish for me to speak about, I'll obviously have to look them up if it's something I've not heard of recently. I barely keep up to the news as it is. I just get these occasional little flashy things from my Windows 8 that says, "Oh, Germany won the World Cup," which is how I know. So yeah, go we all go and do this. And kill these last few runts. Which, honestly, they aren't a challenge as long as they don't overwhelm. And I can always pop the gift of the Naru, which heals on myself. And that makes 5. Now, where the heck is the rest? There's our 6th one over there. Just got to get within range of it. So yeah, any topics that are in the news that have just happened recently? I mean, I can't really recall anything that other than the World Cup, as that seems to be all our nation focuses on, other than its own problems. I mean, I read the other day that Edward Snowden, he was a bit disappointed at the UK for only just making some changes or something like that, and yeah. So that's about all I really know when it comes to the news. Just what I occasionally read off my phone. And we've finally finished cleaning up all these runs. So we'll go and hand in these quests, and then I think that's where we will leave it off for today, as I don't really want to be keeping you all for that long, and I'd like to keep your interest, even if it is just a little bit. I know I have about an average of 1 to 2 views per video, but yeah. So what can we talk about whilst we're here? So the other day, quite an old friend of mine from a guild decided that he'd finally contact me after I hadn't heard from him for about a year. So that was good, even if it was just someone off WoW. But what can I say? It brings back old memories of when I was new and inexperienced, and this whole world was just so great. I mean, come on, it's really, it just seems so big compared to other games, and wow. It just really stood out. So, the traitor is going to wish he never messed with the Alliance Naval Command. I can't believe it. It was a gnome all along. I should have known. Spark must be brought to justice. I need you to go down to that beach and find that deceitful gnome. Once you find him, get whatever information you can out of him. I'm If a high-ranking Alliance official of the Alliance has committed treasonable acts, you know how many others are troops. And Trellius, use force if you have to. And we'll hand in these questions to her. Wouldn't be praised. The restless spirits may find tranquility after all. Oh, and 50 quests complete. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun. And we've reached level 9. And you found something? I can't read those runes, but I know someone who can. An Archer invade. Okay, just force us to accept that quest, why don't you? Of course. Adamant, could you please take a look at this tablet and try and decipher the runes? Of course. Anything for you, darling. Alright, let me take a look at that tablet. Archaeologist Adamant Ironheart slowly reads the tablets marked in the words in their native tongue. Now, warlords, oh dear. Well, you aren't going to like what I have to tell you, young missy. The tablet is an arc of communication. The leader, Warlord Suris, has ordered his Naga to take the rest of the island by force. And it looks like he's got some reinforcements coming from Nazjatar. I've got to do something about this. Thank you, Adamant. I think I know just the person for the job. An Naga invasion would be disastrous to Arlis. I've seen what Naga can do, and I would not want to see such catastrophe befall any being. If I were to guess, this world's Thuristis will be hidden in a cave, probably along the coast of the west. Find Ward Thuristis and put an end to his reign. Oh, interesting. The pot thickens. And don't come back without some ancient relics. My pappy would be proud. His boy strikes it big first at the first set of Night Elf ruins he comes all across. With your help, of course. Don't worry, I won't leave you out of the discovery. Your name is Trellius, right? They'll learn all about you in Ironforge. Oh, so we'll go and show no mercy, to the traitor before ending the video. So where are you, Engineer Spark Overgrind? Oh, here you are, you dirty little rascal. And can't you see that I'm busy? It's over, Spark. The Admiral knows it was you who betrayed the Alliance. Now you're even going to cooperate with me and tell me everything you know, or we're going to engage in fisticuffs. Engineer Spark Overgrind left. Does it frighten you to know that there are those among us that would serve the Legion with so devotion as to remain unwavering citizens of the pointless civilization until caught upon? Live in fear, die by the will of Kelforce. It's all the same, and now I cut you. Die! Ooh. So Kelforce has something to do with this, eh? Saying that, most of this to us, and we killed him, and traitor's communication, which obviously I shall read. Servant, several years worth of planning has been lost. The Drain on Earth, pitiful leader, have escaped the Master's grasp once again. What's more, they have stolen my vessel and crashed it upon Azeroth. While it is true the Master's Eridar agent has failed, she was able to transmit the Exodar's location to us Unfortunately, her identity is still a mystery to the Draenei. We may still be able to use her for our purposes. Contact our spy and prepare for a full-scale assault upon the Draenei. Kill them all and recover my vessel. You are the only link I have on Azeroth that is able to repair the damage the bruise inflicted upon the Exodar. Do not fail me, Gnome. Should your lust for riches interfere with my orders, you will spend eternity in prayer. You'll pray for death to come and release you from the tortures I will unleash upon you, should you falter, King Sunstrider. Did he find the lying dog? Incredible! This was all part of their master plan. The information must reach the king and your own leaders. The implications are staggering. And we will leave it here for today. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. So I'd appreciate it if you left a like, and I'd really appreciate it if you commented upon the video with topics you'd want me to speak about in the next video, and I will see you all next time in the next episode of Let's Play World of Warcraft. Goodbye and have a good day, night, wherever you are.